for a wonderful catered meal this evening. The band in charge of this event worked incredibly hard to put together a wonderful meal for us this evening and lovely cakes. Katie Munzer, would you please stand and set up? Mrs. Monzo with some other parents volunteering did a wonderful job this evening. And it's a pretty daunting task to try and feed almost 200 people and get it done in 5 minutes or so. So thank you so much, Katie. That's great. I'd like to thank the parents who helped support our efforts throughout this season. Our band parents are led by our band booster president, Hope Linsky Rice. These band parents organized the uniform fittings, worked on the 50-50 raffle, managed tag day, chaperoned our games and competitions, hosted the pregame dinner, served as drivers, pit crew, managed finances, seamstresses, drafted the band bugle newsletter, took hundreds of pictures, helped us with videos. Last minute repairs on percussion equipment. I can't list for you all the things that our band parents have done on behalf of this program. And I think it's important that we recognize the hard work that was put in by moms and dads and friends of the band program. So those of you that volunteered during this season at some point in some way, please stand up and accept our appreciation. I want these kids to know that you're doing that. For the record, I recognize at least 3 parents who did not stand up, even though I know they did some work for us. So, those you saw, you should probably multiply by another 50%. The parents helping you is a tremendous thing, and you should be very appreciative, as I am, for all the support they offer. Thank you to the parents. Thank you, thank you. A group of wonderful artists and educators that have come together to help me create a program and put together a wonderful show. I'd like to recognize the contributions of our staff members that helped us during this season. Some of them are not able to be with us here this evening. Please hold your applause while I go through the whole list. Our instructional and creative staff included Michelle Moses, Arlene Hayden, Denny DeLelio, Chuck Schmidt, Doral Fuller, Brett Lemley, Kenzie Garrett, Sam Durgan, and Taylor Gentry. Let's have a round of applause. And I'm just going to slip in a little parenthetical here. Today is Michelle's birthday. Yesterday was Carlina's birthday. And Mr. Fuller just told me that his birthday was on the first day of band camp, and he snuck it under the wire. Nobody found out. And Ms. Moses, happy birthday. 1, 2. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I'd like to again say thanks to my staff for helping me out. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to be asking various sections or several sections to come forward and let me just describe a little bit to the moms and dads what your role was in the season. We'll start out with those people who did not have to march very much at all. Percussion, hit. So these folks provided all the sound effects for our video game show, and they did a wonderful job of it, and I certainly appreciate the hard work they put in, and appreciate the patience you guys put up with as we were trying to get the sound system and those rack systems delivered from Tennessee. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a hand to the Pits. So these wonderful young folk are the folks who spin 5.5, 6 foot poles, lots of fabric, they have young people, they scream, they spin a sword, they have air blades, they do visual stuff, they're dancing choreography. I don't know how they do it. I've attempted to try and move my feet and spin a flag and I hurt myself. I have no idea how they do it. You're wonderful people for doing this, and I certainly think that you have a wonderful season. your progress throughout the season, which has been wonderful. So congratulations on a great season to the Garden. Thank you so much. I was just saying, it's special I was kids who performed in front of thousands of people, you know, trying to stand here. All right. I have nothing to preface this with other than trombones and saxes. Come on up. Very quick little story. I'm writing drill. It's end of June, beginning of July, and I've decided we're going to create this visual labyrinth of maneuver where the monster passes through this cave system. And the trombones, as you might know, have this long slide in front of them. And no matter what I would do on the computer would make its own little electronic observation that the trombones have just killed 3 people. So I kept having to rewrite. I finally came up with the plan. I'll put them in the front. Where they move across the front. They don't know this, but I had originally intended on having some people in front of them and some panels and things, and I eliminated those things because I knew that at some point we were going to kill them too. So I give the trombones the Make Mr. Embry Write the Drill 5 Times award, so that you guys can feel like you forced me to do something. Saxophones, if you notice at the end of the show, our tradition is to do a little walk-off music, and ironically, the tune is called Song of Storms. Now, the Song of Storms, the last time we played it, it was at DVODA, where it was, what was it again, 48 degrees, 20-mile-an-hour winds, and raining. So, thanks to the saxophones for letting me plan well into the future that we would be doing our march off with the Song of Storms. Ladies and gentlemen, the saxophones and the trombones. Trumpets and horns. Trumpet section, raise your hand if you're an actor. I've been yelling out, oh, and then raise your hand. Tell us what. How many are seniors? Trumpet section since I do the arranging, I kind of know what I'm up against and what I'm working with and how I should be writing the show. And I threw them a couple of gristly pieces of meat that they had to chew through in this season. And I really appreciate the hard work that you guys put in and getting some of that stuff done. You guys did an excellent job with the music I wrote. Now let's talk about those horn players. Watch carefully, raise your hand if you're a senior. 4 out of 8. So it's a veteran group. I knew that we would have veteran groups. Sorry, Jim, you're going to have to keep up with us. And in fact, he did. I wrote a horn part. I wrote a book for the horns this season in anticipation that these guys would be able to really have an impact. And just about every show we did, judges singled them out for recognition. And on the last show we just did at BBODA, one of the judges simply put on the score sheet horns, exclamation point, underlined it 3 different times. That's all they had to say. They had nothing else to say about the horns other than horns. So both sections did a wonderful job. I'm very proud of the work you guys put in. For those of you that are graduating, I hope you'll contribute to whatever you're going to be doing musically in the future, college bands or area bands or something, because you play really well, and you should continue giving that gift to other people. Ladies and gentlemen, the horns and the drums. So we got the woodwinds up front. One of the wonderful things about teaching a marching band, a real, dare I say, a real marching band, is that it's not just brass and drums. It's not just including a guard. It's not just, what you expect from a drum corps. We get to have the woodwinds. I absolutely love the woodwinds, and I'm so thankful that I get to work with so many good, wonderful woodwind players who put up with the music that I write because I enjoy writing for woodwind players. So piccolo players, if you don't know, piccolos don't play in tune. You might have heard. Sorry about that. And yet, when I go around, I judge up and down the East Coast. This season, I honestly didn't hear a single piccolo section that played better than ours. Not a single one. I judged probably 40, 45 bands this season. Not a single one. This piccolo section started out horrible. I don't mean slightly. The first notes that came from them included a stench. It was awful. They worked hard. They were diligent. They insisted on improving. With some of the leadership from the staff, these piccolos turned into the most wonderful performers. So I congratulate the piccolos for their hard work. I think you guys did a great job. Let's hear it for the piccolos. The clarinets. Clarinets will swear to this. I told them there is no dynamic less than forte. I challenged them to have me tell them they were too loud. I challenged them to play so loud that I would have to tell them to play more gently. They did it once. They actually got to that point once. Near the end of the season, we were in a warm-up arc on the parking lot. Yes. And yeah, Justin is acknowledging it. And if you haven't heard a really loud clarinet, you don't want to. Throughout the season, though, hard work, great contribution, a wonderful book of clarinet music that you guys worked very hard to bring to the audience. Such a wonderful group of kids. I'm hoping that we can keep this trend going with great woodwinds for both sections. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the Pixon clarinet. Euphonium and sousaphone. Sousaphone's about 28 pounds or so, and if you turn it into the wind, it turns into a sail. We didn't find that out in Patriot, did we? No. The euphoniums, most of the weight is somewhere way out in front of you, and that bell hits down there, probably only 20 pounds of heavy metal. So we're dealing with some very strong upper bodies here, people who have done a lot of work, so don't get angry with you. Sousaphones, thank you for opening up the castle at the end where Zelda could come out. We had a little bit of an issue with some of the shorter members of the sousaphone section being able to see, but we got that figured out well. Miles had a great solo in the Gerudo Valley, and Alex was the bass line for our Song of Storms. It's so pleasing to have a bass line that works together as well as they do. The music that I arranged this year relied a great deal on a solid pulse. Much of it is repetitive structured work, and these guys did a wonderful job with it. Congratulations to the sousaphone and the euphoniums. Constantly in need of something. I need a wrench, I need a battery, we gotta fix this, we gotta do that, we gotta paint this, we gotta glue this, we gotta load that, we gotta da. You're looking at the people who put up with me. These folks are the folks who run to the rescue when we need something. They'll run back to the band room to get it. They'll find it in the trailer. They'll come out and fix it. They'll go communicate with people about who parked in our spaces. These guys are sort of the administrative helpers that everybody wishes they had and don't, and I do. It makes my life so much easier. It frees me to do things with my staff. It frees us to have wonderful kids like this who are willing to help behind the scenes and make the program successful. And all of you guys benefited from these guys supporting us and supporting you throughout the season. So I want to make make sure we recognize the hard work that's done by our managers. Ladies and gentlemen, the managers for the Banquet. Students are among the most dedicated and hardworking members of the band. I said among, many that do. Being a drum major at Potomac Falls isn't like most other schools. Most other schools, the kid gets up there and conducts, and when there's no music going on, they just stand on the podium, stand at attention, wait for somebody to say, ready, set, go, and then they start waving their arms again. I'm thankful that we develop here students who are not just waving their arms about. Come off the podium, give instruction, work with other kids, manage situations, try to conduct the music, not just the time. There's a lot that goes into this. As with most high school settings, when these students must lead their peers, the dynamics of playing those roles can be stressful. Not only for the average band member, but even more so for students who are thrust into the position of leading. It takes a special sort of person to understand the process and rationalize their way through the stumbles and barriers that are thrown in front of them. Not all of us can do what these two kids have done. Getting up there in front of 85 people, and let's say BBODA, cold temperatures in the wind, slick surface, rain in your face, and 1, 2, ready, go, you're in charge of the show. 8 minutes later, you get to turn around and salute the judges who are sitting in a nice warm press box with the window slightly closed while you're ripping. It takes a special person to take on that role, to not contribute to making the sound, but to be in control of the whole setting. These students manage their roles with great dedication. We are very lucky to have them serving the program with such distinction. And I congratulate our drum majors, Cami Cott and Drew Thee, for an outstanding season. All right, I need you to listen as I call some names. I'm going to ask you guys to come forward. Hannah Asuncion, Gabby Billigai, Caitlin Dawson, Abby Duke, Kaylee Hooper, Julia Jackson, Dan Cott, Aaron Stevenson, Sasha Wang, Bonnie Horkin, Ben Aber, Leon Carmouche, Brian Collins, Ethan Bramlin, Anthony Mazza, Garrett Moreau, Mario Naranjo, Lucas Prentice, Jack Shoemaker, Jack Weinreich, Jessica Hartung, and Ryan Chang. Would you guys come forward, please? age are, because they're all freshmen to me. Well, they act like it anyway. These students have put up with me for 2 years. I mean, I've been in the program for 2 years. As such, they've experienced quite a bit. These are the folks who are the leaders for the program in the coming years. They're the folks who have the experience, they have the institutional memories, the knowledge base. They understand what it takes to do the work. And frankly, this year, they've experienced what it's like to not achieve your goal, even though we set it. These folks are going to be the future of this program. So we want to recognize them by giving the letters, because they've worked very hard to get to this point. They've done a lot. And we are counting on them to back this up with their investment in this program as leaders next year and the year after. Congratulations to the lettering members of the marching. There was a time when I would say something nice about each child or talk about their tenure with the band program, and we'd go through some of the accolades, but there's 19 of them. So I'm not going to do that. I am going to say, though, that this graduating class, and it's every year that we go through this process. I've done this for a few years. I seem to every year have kids who graduate, and it's never gotten easy. It's never been easy. Whether it was Scott Fry in 1983 who said, "Don't worry, man, we got it." I remember him doing that. He now is a co-owner with the American automotive place in Arlington that sells Maseratis and Ferraris. So it's okay, we got it. Actually, we're coming. I have a memory of just about every kid that's graduated out of my programs. Oh, good, bad, or indifferent. And I'm hoping that I have had a place in your memories as well, so that as you guys graduate, you look back. Granted, you're going to look back and go, "Let's get jerked about whatever you was jerked about." But I also want you to take with you some of the lessons that you've learned, some of the things that you've experienced, and that you can translate into real life. Ideas of working with people, working so that you're ready to do your job, being responsible, arriving on time by arriving. Thank you. All those sort of things that are sort of civic things. I know that a majority of you are not going to become professional members of a marching band. Pretty sure about that. But I do know that you're going to be members of a society that needs to have people who are responsible, who are responsive, who are prepared to do their best, and who have experienced what it's like to work hard and then be successful as a result. I think you guys are going to be a wonderful asset to our community and to our nation. As you guys go out, you go to college, you get a job, join the military, whatever you're going to do, I know you're going to be wonderful at it. And I'm so thankful I had a chance to work with such great kids. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior class. It's an opportunity for folks who really have nothing left to lose. We're going to recognize their bandmates with a variety of observations inscribed on paper plates. They are all meant in good fun. They are all meant with all the love that can be offered. Some of them are so inside jokes that you'll have no idea what they're talking about. But bear with them. This is really a ritual between kids, and we're just going to witness this, if I may say, sophomoric behavior. So, let's see whether or not the seniors are ready. Apparently they're not. Stall for time. So, yeah, tell us there. Yeah, what's the difference between a trampoline and a viola? You take your shoes off when you stomp up and down on a trampoline.
You can hear the one about the guy who lost his left side. He's all right now.
So it's telling her to be always more confident, right? She was black, more confident. So I was always telling her to be more confident because I know she had it in her. And I've heard it before. And I was so proud whenever I heard it, right? It like made my heart flutter. All right, so that's why I'm going to get the confidence award to Bianca.
He's probably got some really great calves going